Hello, I know what you're wondering. Where are you? Well, as some of you know who recently watched a live stream with me, I bought a house, but not only that, I have carved out a room to be my man cave slash mule fishing headquarters. Right now it's a mess, but in the future this is going to be a sweet spot. But today's video is not about this room. You will see more about this room in the future, but right now it's super echoey and it's also a mess. I need to clean it up, I need to organize it, and I need to find a way of making it less echoey. Today's video is actually about fishing. I've got this ultralight here. We got it all rigged up with our 4-pound test, and we're gonna go out there and try to catch some bluegill from the bank somewhere. I have no idea where I'm even fishing yet. I can't fish the streams because they're really, really high and muddy, so I don't wanna go for trout. I'd rather target panfish. Enough yipping and yapping. Let's go find a spot to fish and get to casting and blasting. Let's go.
So those ducks clearly are getting fed because they came up to me immediately when I got here. And what's funny is there's a sign right here that says don't feed the ducks or geese. I guarantee you people are feeding the ducks and geese. Oh, I also forgot to say, this is a random park I've never been to. I see that there's a little creek and it looks like it flows out of this pond. So it leads me to believe that a creek flows all the way through this thing. Today we're actually using a slip bobber, nicely rigged up with the 1/80th ounce mule jig. And then I'm just gonna put a wax worm on there. I don't even know if there's fish in here. I mean, I'd have to believe obviously there's probably fish. You can never really know for sure, but only one way to find out. Gotta get out here and try. Oh, that dang duck is gonna eat my bobber. Don't do it. It's a bobber. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Why'd you eat it? You dummy. Don't eat bobbers, bud. I just realized I definitely left my cell phone in my car. I should probably go get that. What are you doing? Get away from me, duck. This spot seems like way too shallow. I gotta find a different spot, and I gotta go get my cell phone. Oh yeah, got the coffee, got the cell phone. Now we're in action. It's a really small pond and it's right in the middle of town, so my guess is it gets a ton of pressure. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect. I figure I'd give it a shot. Here comes the crazy lady that apparently feeds the ducks every day. She's talking to them. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's throwing bread. Here they come. They recognize her. They recognize her. Oh my gosh, she's talking to them. I'm trying to be discreet right now, but this is hilarious. So much bread. Oh my gosh, I think she just threw an entire loaf of bread.
Don't feed the ducks or geese.
Oh my gosh, they're like chasing her. Now I know why they flocked towards me as soon as I got here. She's throwing an entire loaf of bread right now. She went back to her car to get more bread. And then we got the loner over here. He's like, oh shoot, I missed it. Go get it, bud. There's plenty more bread left. She's just standing with her door open and there's like 40 ducks literally like feet from her. Oh my gosh, I see a duck running away with like a full loaf of bread. They're like playing tackle football right now. This is incredible. I haven't even had a little bump. My bobber hasn't danced for me at all. There's like a lone tree out there. That's the kind of stuff that could have a little school of fish on it. I might need to go to another location. This one's not really doing much for me right now.
Okay, we are leaving this spot. We're gonna go see if we can catch fish somewhere else. I'm definitely gonna check this spot out again once the water's warmer. Sometime this spring, maybe summer. Oh my gosh. More people just showed up to feed the ducks. This is ridiculous. There's like so many signs saying don't feed the ducks, and yet people love feeding the ducks.
Well, there ain't nobody in my room tonight. Good night, honey. Honey, sleep tight, ma. I swear I'm doing alright. And the evening rolls around, I swear to God.
Spot numero dos. I've caught gills at this little pond during the summer, so I'm hoping we can find some now that we're in the winter. My guess is these fish get off the bank a good bit, but I guess we'll find out. Let's keep moving and grooving. Hopefully I can find a nice steep bank.
Okay, we've covered quite a bit of water, but I think the problem here is the fact that this body of water is pretty big, and I think a lot of these bluegill go offshore and suspend out in the middle because we can't ice fish, we cannot get to the fish, I can't get my kayak on this body of water, so I think what I need to do is actually hit the body of water I hit in the last video because I know I'm gonna be able to catch fish there, and today's goal is really just to catch fish. So, with that being said, let's hop back in the car and let's go catch a few. Okay, I just got to the pond that I actually fished in the last video, but one thing I wanted to mention is that every single fisherman should have one of these right here. What is that? You might be asking. A honey hole, my friends. Everyone should have a honey hole, somewhere where they can hit anytime and always manage to catch fish. That's exactly what this pond is for me. It's not full of big ones, but it does have a lot of sunfish, and I love sunfish, so I just want to catch a fish, so let's catch a fish.
Man, that wind is kind of kicking my butt though. Last time I fished here, it was important to fish next to cover in the water. There's only a few pieces of cover, and so those tend to hold a ton of fish. Tyler! I went to a couple other spots and they just weren't panning out, so I wanted to come to the honey hole. For those of you who have seen the previous video, you know that this little tree right here is a honey hole within the honey hole. Oh crap. Okay, good. Surely these fish didn't turn off. It wouldn't make any sense. We're gonna move down here and fish this corner. I think we're getting some kind of storm tonight or something, because that wind has picked up pretty immensely. I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed because my honey hole has lost all of its honey. There's thousands of sunfish in here. It's just stupid, the population. It's overpopulated. And this funny weather we're having, it's been kind of snowing and then it'll go sunny, and now the winds change directions a whole pile of times. I think that the funny weather we're having has really turned these fish off and given them lockjaw. I guess this spot truly isn't my honey hole anymore. I must find a new honey hole. Oh, sad day. Please, sunfish, I'm sorry for calling this my honey hole. I shouldn't have done it. Apparently I jinxed myself. Just bite the jig. Okay, I guess we got to go back to Mule HQ and recap our day.
I know what you're thinking. A skunk video? Really? Well, I'm not pleased with it either, okay? The rod and reel failed me today. I'm not happy about it, but that's reality. Sometimes you skunk, especially during the winter. It's not exactly great fishing. I'm gonna blame the crazy weather, the weird front that happened today. But the other thing is, I think this calls for a sacrifice. No, not like a sacrifice of an animal or anything, but yes, a sacrifice of my beard. I don't want to see it go, but I must. And also, this hat. Don't worry though, I've got more. That one's just old and it's not keeping me warm anymore, so that one's going in the trash. That is the OG Go Outside orange beanie. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to trash that puppy, so it is sacrificed. Time to cut the beard off. But first, fresh new beanie. Oh my gosh, this one's so much warmer. That other one was so worn out, it's unbelievable. Okay, time to cut this beard off. I'm gonna cry a little bit. Sad day. What do you think about this? I think I look pretty freaking cool right now. I'm definitely... Clearly, this thing has some juju, because as soon as I shaved off everything else, I got an order for mule jigs. That's what's up, my friends. In all reality, this is gonna last about 4 seconds, because I'm gonna walk downstairs and Online Outdoors Woman, AKA Jocelyn, is gonna see it and probably shriek, and then she's gonna tell me I have to shave it. But for the remainder of this video, I'm going to enjoy it because, quite frankly, I feel really cool with a handlebar mustache. Today's video is different. Today's video was not exactly great from a fishing standpoint, but the reality is it was a good time. I'm still happy I got outside. Eventually, I'm gonna get back to catching some fish, but there's so many things going on with this house, and I just don't have as much time to fish right now. But I'm super, super excited about this room right here. It's very much just covered in fishing gear right now, and it is an absolute mess. But over the next couple weeks, I'm hoping to get it nice and organized, and this is really gonna be a nice little studio for me, as well as really the mule fishing headquarters. And then lastly, it's like, obviously I'm gonna try ice fishing soon. We have to get ice first, and then on top of that, I wanna go catch some more trout, but the water was so high and muddy today, and I have zero confidence in my abilities to go catch fish in those conditions. So I tried for bluegill, and clearly that was a mistake as well. Regardless, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so very much for everyone that made it this far in the video. I know it's a very different video. We're gonna get back to catching some fish here soon. I know it. I'm pretty sure this gave me good juju. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.